What is up, guys? Zach in here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly a step-by-step tutorial on how you can make over $900 a day in wholesaling real estate, and exactly how you can actually scale up your marketing where you can really get deals coming in every single month, multiple deals a month, and my exact system for wholesaling success when it comes to making over 900 bucks a month. This is coming in $330,000 a year, and exactly how to really start playing big boy numbers, especially in 2023 for wholesaling real estate. So I'm super excited. I'm jacked up today to show you exactly everything you need to know step by step on how to actually get this going, because I talk a lot about how to get your first deal, second deal, third deal, even 100K. But really, I wanted to make a video today for people that are starting to want more, right? They're wanting to get $1,000 a day, really get into the multiple six figures, and really how to do it the right way. Now, it's going to be slightly different than a lot of the first deals or first $100,000 you're going to make in wholesaling real estate. But I can tell you at the end of this video, even if you haven't gotten your first deal, you're going to learn some gold nuggets that's going to help you actually get your first deal that you can actually learn going from 100K to 300K to all the way up in the future. But guys, I'm excited. I'm jacked up. You know what's up. You guys know I'm ready to go and really help best wholesaler possible. But before I break it down, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you guys hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and comment below your questions, and I can help you become the best wholesaler possible today and for you to make the most money. So I'm ready to help you out. So yes, we are actually at my own house. So we are at my studio today. Had a little internet troubles at the studio, so decided to just do it here today. And so maybe see Rick and me here tomorrow. We never know. But guys, I'm excited. So before I break down exactly how to make $900 a day, I gotta just tell you who I am, because a lot of people are scoffing like, who's this kid? Like, why am I gonna listen to this guy? Why? Who's this dude, right? So my name's Zach, and I've done over 1,000 real estate wholesaling deals and make 7 figures in my own wholesaling real estate business, partnered with Rick Ginn, my dad. And together we run the largest wholesaling real estate and pretty much, it's hard to say real estate investing operation in South Florida, because I mean, Grant Cardone's here and he could probably have some choice words for me of who's the bigger by transaction volume real estate investor. So I'd say wholesaler in South Florida. And honestly, what I can tell you is I've been able to scale from 0, 100K, $500,000, $1 million, on and on and on and on, from just basically not knowing anything. And on my journey, I was able to basically learn a lot of the mistakes I made. And this is why in this video and on this YouTube channel, and basically on most of my YouTube channels, I just want to share exactly the mistakes I've made and exactly how you can speed up your success. And best of all, do it for free. Most people charge $1,000, $10,000, $5,000 just for a year course or a weekend seminar to learn this type of information. And the type of information, especially going from 100K to $1 million, is never talked about, especially publicly. It is always in closed circles on expensive paid mentorships. And I truly believe the revolution of wholesaling real estate will be making the information free to the public, so the people actually is able to actually go out here and get the information free, because information and knowledge is going to be the power for you to step up in your financial freedom and your financial life, guys. This is why you have the richest men and women in the entire United States. If you take all their money away from them, they can make it back, because it's not the money that they made them who they are or how amazing. It's their mindset and the knowledge they have in their brain to actually make more money. So that's the point of today's video. I really want to break down how to make over $900 a day. So I'm excited, jacked up, ready to go. And we're going to break it all down so you know exactly how to get it going and how to do it the right way. So let's talk about this. 900 bucks a day in wholesaling real estate. That really comes down roughly to $330,000 a year. And so how do you do this, right? So like, really got to look at that. We got to think like, how much is that actually, like how much money is that really for us, right? Like there's a little bit of difference of that, right? How much is that? Roughly what I've seen is that's about 2 to 3 deals every single month I've found. On average, if you're gonna make that type of money, you have to be rolling in 2 to 3 deals a month. And you might be saying, Zach, but I'm getting $5,000 deal, then just bump it up a little more, right? And if you're making more per deal, maybe it's 1 deal per month, right? And on average, like we're making $30,000, $40,000 a wholesaling deal for us, because we're really good at what we do. We're good at lowballing, motivation, things like that we're gonna speak a little more in this video. That being said, obviously it's dependent on your market, because sometimes your margins can be a little better, sometimes it can be a little worse, right? It's all dependent on how you can do things the right way. But really, 2 to 3 deals a month consistently, that is the point of today's video, and that's really what we're going to break down. And really, the only way that we can figure out how to actually do this the right way is learning the 2 most valuable resources we have as an entrepreneur, any business at all. But for wholesaling real estate specifically, the most valuable assets we have, and this is time and money. All it comes down to making money in wholesaling real estate really comes down to that simple equation. How do you properly utilize utilize those two resources. How do you utilize time the best way and utilize money the best way, right? Because we have people that are brand new, no money at all. Okay, you got no money, that's fine. We just got to utilize more time. And if you don't have a lot of time, but you got some money, we're going to utilize more money than time to get the deal. You can have no money as long as you have time, you're fine. The issue is when you have no time, it doesn't matter how much money you have. All right, if you have $1 million, it's gonna be very hard if you have no time to close the deals yourself or understand the business or anything like that, right? And that's why it's like, which one of these two are more important? Hands down, every single day. Let's talk to a 95-year-old man in a nursing home and say, which one's more important to you, time or money? And they're always going to tell you time, right? Either the billionaire who's in his 90s will give up everything just to have time back, right? And you go back to basically, a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, you say $1 billion or time, and they're going to take $1 billion all day, right? Because they have plenty of the time, right? And so when you have a lack of money, all you really care about is that money, and you have a lack of time, all you care about is that time. But really, at the end of the day, if you compare apples to oranges, personally me, I would give up every cent of my net worth right now to just get 2 years of my life back. Not because I'm like something regretted or terrible, but like if I had the knowledge I had now 2 years ago, I can get all that money back and even more. And I just get more time on this earth. So that's pretty cool, right? So really, guys, time and money is going to be the most valuable part. And obviously, because I have a lot of money now, I value the time a lot more. And so it's vice versa for a lot of people. What I can tell you is you got to learn how to utilize these assets the right way. And that's really the point of this video. And you might want to get this whole foo-raw, woo-woo type video, getting you excited and jacked up for it. Guys, really, I'm just breaking down the fundamentals and how to break down actually how to make $900 a day. It all is going to break down about how to utilize your time and your money. So when I go on one-on-ones, I talk to you guys about how to actually get your first deal, second, third, fourth, fifth deal. It's about how much time you put in this business and how much money you're utilizing to it. I really care about the time. And so let's talk about time first. I would say for most wholesalers, we should still be running on a 4-1-1 split. If you're looking to scale up a little more, we are going to really be focusing on this 4-1-1 split. Now, this 4-1-1 split actually can change depending on our marketing that we have. There's a lot of differences. There's a lot of nuances when it comes to doing the splits the right way. But honestly, what I've personally found is the 4-1-1 split actually works best. Now, the 4-1-1 split basically states for 6 hours of work. Usually it's a 3-1-1 split. But if we're going to make a lot more money, we're going to have to focus an extra hour into marketing and just put more time into this. But really, it's focused if we're going to make a lot more money on the 4-1-1 split, where 4 hours of our day has to be focused on marketing, an hour of it needs to be focused on acquisitions, follow-up, and an hour of cash buyers. Now, you can split it up if you work 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, whatever hours a day. But this is a good ratio, I think, for a lot of wholesalers trying to scale up a little more. And this really puts that emphasis on the market and even getting more powerful lists, more important lists, because really motivated sellers and finding the right type of list is going to be absolutely essential for our success in wholesaling real estate. And really, I've said it before and I'll say it a million times, but it's all about marketing, marketing, marketing. Marketing is everything in this business. Okay, guys, I want you guys to understand this, that marketing is going to be the key point for your success. I can look at any wholesaler, okay, that wants to get rich or they're struggling or they're not doing well. I would say up to 95% of them that why they're not being successful and they're not consistently doing deals is because all I have to ask is, what type of marketing are you doing? That is it. If you are not consistently doing deals, it is not a lack of you being smart. It is not a lack of, it's not a lack of all these things. Oh, my tonality, my accent. No, it's a lack of marketing. Marketing is the first thing and first and foremost, most important thing. And that's the thing that actually puts money in the door. Okay. If you do not have any leads, how good is your acquisitions if you have terrible leads or if you get no leads at all? What's the point? What's the point of getting all these cash buyers if you have no contracts to do right now? And especially this year in 2023, everything's, oh, I got to focus 100% of my time on cash buyers and barely anything on getting leads. No. Okay. Marketing is still king. When marketing is not king, I will let you know. I'll let you know when my business shifts. We would have to be in this post-apocalyptic type wholesaling real estate environment. Okay. Like World War IV, III, all at the same time for us to be cash buyers first. Okay. There has to be some crazy economic situations going on for us to be focusing more on cash buyers right now. But as of this economy and as of what's going on currently today, especially with the advent of technology, cash buyers are actually easier than ever to pull. Even in this market, they're easier than ever to pull. You guys see me. I've spent 2 hours on a live stream last week or the week before that. I literally just cold call cash buyers and preferably agents. And I was able to get like 5 or 6, like pretty easy, like solid cash buyers. So that being said, like cash buyers could still be done very quickly. Now, if I sit down for 2 hours on a marketing list, it's gonna be a little more difficult difficult for me to go out here and actually find a really, really good $50,000 deal. Because if I get a $50,000 deal every 2 hours, that's all I'd be doing, okay? Like, it's not that easy. Like, you got to work your tail off and actually use marketing the right way. But just understand that marketing is going to be essential for our success. Marketing, marketing, marketing. Please understand this, guys and gals. Marketing is going to be very important. And there's also different types of marketing. And I think we got to really understand how marketing is working and how marketing is working in 2023, okay? So when we're talking about $900 a day, okay, $900 a day is high level income, okay? That is for wholesalers and just for people in general, but $900 a day is high level income. And with high level income, you have to have high level marketing. High level income has to equate to high level marketing. We have to have very, very good and important marketing. And there's different types of marketing, right? There's a lot more advanced marketing out here. There's simple marketing. There's marketing that's not too difficult, but we have to, if we're in our high level sophisticated type of income coming in, we're going to have to pump our numbers up, get really good margins on our deals. And we're actually have to get very, very laser focused on getting the best motivation per lead we possibly do. And so this is where we got to really focus on high level type of marketing, where when I send mail out, my time and my money is as efficiently used possible. Now, I'll let everybody know this. This is probably a big question I get asked all the time, but like, Zach, can this be done solo? Do I need paid marketing, right? Am I going to have to go out here and be successful with a team of 5 or 6 to do this? Like, how am I going to do this? And how is this actually going to lead me to some success here? And I can tell you the honest truth, doing it solo, you can be at probably 400K solo. You're going to work insane hours. And I'll just be honest, like, I've done this. I've done the 14-hour work days and all these things just to hit those type of numbers. And it's good if you're a young guy like me, when I was 19, 20 years old, no kids, no girlfriend, no, like none of this stuff, no distractions, just work and maybe the gym and eating okay, right? Like that's all I had time for. Like those legit all I had time for, right? And if you want any type of fun social life or, a relationship with your kids, right? Like this is where like the guy who's still a teenager that's got like no kids or not married or anything like that, like you can sacrifice your time, go for it, right? But for most people, we're going to need some sort of scaling team once we get above 300K. And remember, guys, I'm a broken record, but freewholesaling.com, we break down actually how to scale up your business the right way. And it is very easy to scale a business once you know what you're doing and once you start putting the team in place and really hiring out people when it comes to getting the marketing out there, right? And that's what we're talking about today. And that's what we're really focusing on today, right? And so it can be done solo, but you're going to need a high level of success, a very high level of success. And really, you're going to get very high margin deals for that to happen. So the big question we're going to be always asked here, and the big question being asked is, how do I do this? Like, what's the type of paid marketing I can do? What's the type of free marketing I can do? And honestly, it can be done solo. I'll tell you this, but you're going to have to pay for marketing. And you guys know I am the free information guy. I will give you the best wholesaling information absolutely for free. But understand that I am not the guy to tell you that all your marketing should not be paid. I am a huge paid marketing proponent. I pay for a lot of money in marketing. You should honestly see my Amex credit card statement sometimes. It would be very shocking. But what I can tell you is if you actually go out here and you expect only to pay $0 in marketing, that's great. But remember, there is a price to pay with free marketing. The price you pay with free marketing is time. And what did I say in the beginning? Especially when you're coming with high level income, you're going to focus more and your time's going to be more important, right? So especially when I was looking to scale up my business, my time was actually best spent actually going out here and going on appointments and closing deals. My time was not best spent cold calling all day. That's why I hired cold callers, right? And so hiring a cold caller is going to cost money, right? Because once you start paying for marketing, you get more time back. You're spending more money, but you're spending less time. So it is a yin and a yang. This is the very important thing. No other wholesaling guru, coach, whatever you want to call them, shmuru, they don't talk about this, the scaling system of time and money. And it's super essential for you to know how to use the right way. So I'm a big proponent on paid marketing, especially when you're starting to get in the 6 figures in wholesaling real estate, because it makes your job a lot easier. And overall, it will make you more money. Even because you have to pay for marketing, it will make you more money. And for a lot of people out here, I get people all the time, they want the best of both worlds, right? Zach, I want to eat 2 whole pizzas a day and an entire cake and maybe some donuts. And I also want to not work out, but I also want a 6-pack and I want to also lift 400 pounds, but I don't want to work out at all. And I want a 6-pack. It's like, you can't have everything in life like that, okay? Like there has to be a sacrifice to be made, right? And for something great, there is always sacrifice, right? And for you to learn this wholesaling information, I'm actually making a sacrifice, right? So if by me making this type of information free and not $1,000, I'm making the sacrifice of not probably getting a lot of money, okay? There's millions of dollars I sacrifice every year giving this information out for free that I could charge a bunch of money for. I can do a live stream for like 45 minutes, make it all raw, don't really give you too much information of a link to go buy a course, and you can have we can have like a little like elongated elongated, webinar, and I can make a lot of money. So there is a cost to what I'm doing. On top of that, there's a cost of free marketing, which is your time, and there's a cost of paid marketing, which is your money. These things all have costs and sacrifice. Even when you get free information, there's somebody making a sacrifice for you to get it, and that's me giving the sacrifice. So that being said, in wholesaling real estate, paid or free marketing, if you're not at 100K yet, stick to the free marketing. Just know it's going to take your time. It's going to cost your time. But once you start getting up, I would start doing the paid marketing. So that is why it's very, very important, guys. And I just want everybody to understand this, okay? All right, let's see here. All right, where's the next? All right, so let's talk about this. Popping up my notes here. All right, so for marketing, when it comes to making $900 a day, scaling up a business, it's going to come down to the big three. And I've said the big three a lot of times. And the big three is going to be the top 3 marketing strategies when you're looking to scale a business. When I look at most people making 7 figures in wholesaling real estate, really once they start pushing above 100K, basically all of them do these 3 marketing channels. And that's where they get most of their deals. I call it the big three because it's honestly the truth. And I figured out, I've done every type of marketing channel out there. I've done every type of marketing list out there. I've done it all. SEO, pay-per-click, Facebook ads, the newest thing ever, special tools and AI and all these crazy stuff. I've tried it all. I am still an open book. When a new marketing strategy comes out, I instantly try it. I always try it to see if I strike gold. And I think I have enough prowess of wholesaling real estate where if I can try something, I can work it out the best I can, right? I do it for local markets. I do it for virtual markets. I do a lot, right? And what I can honestly tell you is the big three is still the fundamental best marketing channels when you're looking to scale up and so you can use your time and your money the most efficient way possible. The big three here, be shocking, this is going to be direct mail, SMS text blasting, and cold calling. No particular order. What I can tell you is for people that are doing a lot of money, when you get above $500,000 a year, they're mostly stick to these strategies because these strategies have the best scalability factor where you get the best ROI. They're not as time intensive if you pay for these strategies. Now the strategies do them free, a lot more difficult, but there actually are ways to do all the 3 of these strategies for free. There's also paid ones to do, right? And I'll break down the list that work best for all of them, but in a particular order, how do I make majority of my income in wholesaling real estate? My assignment fees, the 3rd best one's SMS text blasting. It's not insane, but we'll consistently still do deals every month with it. Cold callings are bread and butter for us. It works so insanely well. We get deals from cold calling that we'd never get from SMS text blasting. Henceforth, vice versa, we'll get SMS deals that we never get cold calling. Same thing with direct mail. The majority of our wholesaling real estate deals still come from direct mail, from postcards. I know it's a little niche, not for most people out here, but when you're looking to get above 100K, direct mail is still the best one. If you're looking to make 100K a month, postcards and direct mail is hands down the best one. Now, I don't speak about it as much as I probably should, but I can tell you postcards are the best. I love direct mail so much. I literally made a direct mail free course because I saw people, there's no way to learn direct mail on YouTube. Even 2 years ago, there's no way to really learn direct mail on YouTube. And even a year and a half ago when we made the course, took us about, I think, half a year to make the course, but we made a free course for direct mail. I don't want to go on a tangent here, but basically YouTube never taught about direct mail because only people making 7 figures a year were doing direct mail. And none of the gurus, influencers, or any of those people really were doing 7 figures truthfully in direct mail. And even the ones that did do it, they would literally charge it behind a course. So there's zero information on how to do direct mail the right way. And obviously me and Rick were given free wholesaling information. We're making 7 figures in direct mail. And we said, you know what? Why don't we just make a course on exactly how to do direct mail because everyone charges $4,000 for it. And so we had the only free direct mail course on the internet. It is obviously the largest direct mail course on the internet. And if you go to freewholesaling.com, there is a module called direct mail. I'll give you a link actually to sign up for mailingmastery.com. It's absolutely for free, costs $0. But yeah, we have that. We have specialized postcards that we do that give us the best results. I don't want to get into the full thing, but direct mail is still the best one for us. Now it is a tad pricey, but the reason, the sacrifice we make with the cost it does for sending the postcards out is number one, this is really important. If I send out 10,000 direct mail pieces, I'll probably get 200, maybe 180, probably 210, I would say roughly call back in a month. And I kind of do the math here. Okay, think about this. You get 210 callbacks from 10,000 postcards, right? So I send 10,000 postcards out and it costs me, let's say 50 cents. It's going to cost me $5,000 to send that direct mail. And this is for my business. Okay. Now I'll probably send maybe 6 or 7 type of these $10,000 postcard things out. But let's just roughly say this. Okay. If we spend $5,000, get 210 callbacks. Okay. Of those 210 callbacks in 25 work days, 30 work days. So 30 in a month, 210 divided by 30. That's about 7 calls a day for my acquisitions agent. 7 calls, let's say each call is going to be 20 minutes. So divided by 60, that's about 2.3 hours of just calling. And we do another 3 hours of actual going out here doing follow-up. And we'll put appointments in there, let's say another 3 hours, about 8 hours a day, obviously for acquisitions agents, right? But that being said, it's only going to cost us, and we'll probably probably get a lot of deals from it, right? Like for a 10,000 piecer, because we do multiples of them, probably get 2 or 3 deals out of that, right? And so that'll probably net us around $60,000 for $5,000 in marketing. And that works really well for us, right? But you also have to understand on top of it, and this is when things get very, very interesting. Because for me to get 3 deals on cold calling, I'm probably going to have to get 3 cold callers just to get, let's say 2 cold callers to get 1 deal a month, okay? And if I'm paying 2 cold callers, $8 an hour, all right, 40 hours a week for 4 weeks, and then on top of that, we'll give them a bonus of $500. It's going to cost me about $3,000 just to dial and get a list from there. And that being said, if I spent $3,000 and they're just calling, just get a list, and they're doing a lot of leads, but I have a lot of cold callers, so it makes sense. I'm only saving $2,000, so it's $2,000 more for just direct mail, and I don't have to have more VAs. It's a lot easier. My agents don't get burnt out, and most importantly, I'm gonna get extra deals from direct mail than I do from SMS text blasting and cold calling. It's a no-brainer, right? And that being said, I'm able to do 10,000 and not actually have, and I can give more time for the cold callers and other type of niche lists. So that's why direct mail is so powerful. It is so powerful because the ROI is still amazing. I make a ton of money with it, but you got to remember that it's a lot of postcards. It costs a lot to get these leads, but to a point when you're scaling up, everyone would make that investment all day. And that's why direct mail works really well. And that's why it's for people that are making some money. I don't need to drop 3-4 grand in direct mail if you've never done a wholesaling deal. You actually have to know what you're doing, right? Because you have to know what scripts, you have to know when you get call in, actually how to take the call the right way. That's why at mailingmastery.com, quick plug, it is a direct mail course, which we have live calls, like postcard calls coming in from like 2 years ago of me just answering the postcard, qualifying the seller, hanging up, coming back, calling them for the appointment, recordings of appointments, me closing deals, everything like that. It's all in there, right? And that's why mailingmastery.com is so powerful, but you will fail. I want everybody to understand this. If you don't go through mailingmastery.com before you send direct mail out, you will fail. You will have a 80% failure rate. And I love it all the time. I give, oh, the direct mail sucks. You never went to mailingmastery.com. You never did it actually the right way. It is a legitimate $4,000 course. It's a $5,000 direct mail course. $5,000 all day. But I give it out for free. Most people can utilize it. Most people don't, but I'm telling you, it's very important, right? Next up here, SMS text blasting. We love it. A little more niched out, right? You have to know how to do it the right way. We do have our SMS text blasting guide at freewholesaling.com. Cold calling, y'all know that's the GOAT one still. If still the best return on investment for not paying as much, but getting leads and deals in, you can't beat it. You can't beat cold calling. It's absolutely one of my favorite. But there's a lot of good in between. Like if I'm part-time, SMS might actually be the best one for my time and money, right? It's all dependent on which one's best for you and which one you think's best. What kind of lists work best for these type of more expensive paid lists, right? Honestly, what I could tell you is the best list I've found are high equities, vacant properties, stacked lists. And what are stacked lists? This might be a vacant high equity. This might be a high equity lean, like at least 2 motivating factors together on top of each other. When you're filtering with listarea.com or exactdata.com, you can figure them out pretty quick. Those are actually probably one of my favorite ones, right? Because you can just stack the list on here and it gives you the best results. And you got to understand when we're trying to push the numbers and trying to make a really good amount of money in wholesaling real estate, we're gonna have to push our margins up, okay? And so this is the next part here, but we're gonna have to have a high push towards larger margin deals and getting the best cash buyers possible in our wholesaling real estate business. So if we're going to want to make $900 a day, we're gonna have to make this huge, big, massive push towards making more money per deal. And so let me just talk about really quick about how to double your average assignment, making $450 a day to $900 a day. And this is practical advice for anybody in wholesaling real estate, okay? If you're looking to go from 10K a month, 20K a month, everyone thinks they have to double the marketing. That'll do it, but you will spend double your time. And is that really worth it if you can just shift some things off? And what I mean by this, it is literally an equation, okay? So how to actually double our assignment fee? Like what's the one sentence of me to do it? Really quick equation, but it's just to have higher motivation lists, lower low ball offers, and having the best cash buyers on our deal. That is going to be the best mix for us to become successful. We want to have more motivated lists. We want to make lower low ball offers, and then we want to have the best type of cash buyers possible. This is going to be the most important thing that we need to do to become successful. All right, guys, best cash buyers, lower offers, and higher motivated lists. This is going to lead us to our success. But our higher motivation lists, obviously government lists are going to be very important too, right? Kind of like what I said before and kind of looking at what I said, high equity, vacant, and stacked lists are going to be great. Add government lists on top of that. That's why I did add it in there. I don't think I mentioned it, but yeah, government lists are going to be important too. Like I showed you right here, government lists are going to be important, but those are going to be the high motivation lists. I think a target on probates is probably going to be one of the best ones you can possibly do. But the lower low ball offer is going to be really good too. Then really, when you look at this, if you increase your effectiveness by a third on each 3 of these categories, you will add up to 100%. So a lot of people think they have to double their marketing just to get better, but no, it's not really that. If I can just increase every one of those 3 by a third, so all I really have to do is overall get 33% better, and I'll get a 100% increase in the amount of money I make. And that's the big secret. And that is the secret of adding, that is the secret of exponential growth, that really you just have to get 33% better and you'll get 100% better. And it's kind of funny to say, but like if I'm able to make an extra $1 by increasing my skills, it really is going to end up making $3 because of everything we're doing, right? Having better buyers is going to lead to more money, a third more money. Having lower offers is going to lead to a third less price on the contracts, which is a third more money on it. And then getting even more motivated sellers going to actually want to sell that price for even lower. It's going to give a third more. It is a 33% approach. I'm telling you, it's absolutely powerful. And it's something you can use in any asset and facet of your business, right? And big key part here, this is where I see a lot of people not making the best use of their time and money. Your best money, income producing activity is number one should be your acquisitions, your appointments. And people think number two is going to be your marketing. And that's not really true. Our second top income producing activity outside of actually going to appointments and getting contracts signed is going to actually be follow-up. Follow-ups are actually more important than your marketing to a point because they're already interested, right? And you have to follow up hopefully every single lead every single week. That will actually, if you're not doing that and you're only marketing is king. It's the most important part. But if we're actually looking at income producing activities, what type of money we're going to make for the amount of work I'm doing, if you're not following up with every single lead every single week, that's really where you're struggling. And that is really where you need to start getting a little better at. I'm telling you right now, you're looking at this is going to be one of the top perspective changes I can tell you. It's going to change your life. Start following up with your sellers even more, especially when you have them in your podio. It's going to be very important, right? And for cash buyers, I always focus on cash buyers, but I'll say for this, just a simple approach. This is a really easy approach for most people, okay? But really, just send 25 DMs a day to cash buyers, cold call 25 cash sales a day, and cold call 25 for rents, or maybe add some extra cash sales a day. Just do that. Do 75 just reach out to 75 cash buyers a day. If you do that for a month straight, you'll get as many cash buyers as you can, the top cash buyers. And then spend that extra hour you have on top of that, just following up cash buyers, building that relationship with you. That's actually how you're going to be able to sell your deals with the most money possible. And that, guys and gals, is exactly my little webinar for the day on how to make $900 a day. If you know how to correctly utilize your time and money the perfect way, you're going to make a ton of money in this business. You're going to consistently get 2 to 3 deals every single month. But if you don't know how to utilize it the right way, if you just only do free marketing, you can do it. It's going to get a lot more difficult. You could possibly want to scale up your business a little more, get some employees. And if you want to learn exactly how to do that, everyone's going to roll their eyes, but they already know what to do. Just go to freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course, and that's how you do it, guys and gals. So guys, that is it. That is my little breakdown today of it. Let me know what questions you guys have.